Hi, my name's Phil Pitman. I live in Adelaide in Australia, and what I'm doing here in the UK and Europe is actually sharing some exciting information with some friends and family of mine. And it's something that you are going to want to know about because this company, this product, is literally changing lives around the world. What I'm talking about is Tahitian Noni juice. Tahitian Noni juice is quite simply a natural fruit juice drink product that's now being marketed around the world. And in fact, it's been available since 1996 in the world marketplace. Today, it's literally selling millions and millions of dollars worth of product on a monthly basis. In 1996, when the product was first made available, this company's goal was to sell $1 million worth of this product without doing any advertising, without doing any slick marketing campaign, but just enabling people like you and I to try the product, purchasing it, try it, using a small amount on a daily basis, and seeing what it did for us. In fact, the research now on this product, some 7 years later, after its initial inception to the world marketplace, is proving beyond doubt that this product is changing lives. The amount of research from dedicated laboratories, from research facilities, medical practitioners, universities, clinics around the world are basically singing the praise of this singular product. In fact, Noni juice is quite simply a natural fruit juice drink. Noni juice, Tahitian Noni juice, is 89% pure Noni fruit juice and 11% blend of blueberry and grape juice. Now they've been added in there specifically for the flavouring of the product because our Western tastes or palate, the natural fruit is not a pleasant fruit to say the least. And in fact, it's not until it was actually flavoured that it was ever available commercially in the Western world. Today, 7 years later, it's now the highest money earner for the nation of French Polynesia, Tahiti being the capital. Why? Because of the demand on this product by people like you and I around the world. My background is actually in Yamaha products. My family's been involved in marketing products in Australia since 1964, both in the motorcycle industry and the marine industry. A good friend of mine, John in America, called me up and said, "Phil, I've got something you need to know about." Being very skeptical, like I think most of us are, and that's there to protect us. We make better decisions if we can use our skepticism to protect us. I asked some questions what it was about. He told me Noni juice. I said, Noni what? I'd never heard of Noni fruit prior to him telling me. And in fact, we had some conversations backwards and forwards, and I did quite a bit of research myself on what the product was and what they were claiming or suggesting it would do. In fact, probably the biggest thing that caught my attention, coming from a family business situation where I was managing that on a full-time career choice, he actually told me about a business opportunity in addition to. That piqued my interest because I'm always very interested to know how to work smarter rather than harder. So often we know how to work hard, but for whatever reason we just don't seem to be able to work smart. That is, being able to get true leverage into our career choices. Today I'm happy to say that I'm now marketing or sharing or introducing people to Noni juice around the world and seeing lives changed basically everywhere we go. One of the most exciting things for me was when I started first talking about the product, one of the questions I asked was, did it have a money-back guarantee? And indeed it does. So people like you and I were able to try it, assess it to see what sort of value it had, and then determine if it was for us, whether it was justifiable of the price for the product. Indeed, since day one, the company has offered money-back guarantee, and today it's a multi-million-dollar business industry that is growing beyond the company's wildest expectations. Indeed, the company actually had a plan to sell $1 million of product in the very first 12 months. That goal had to be quickly readjusted because in their very first 12 months, the company sold more than $39 million worth of what you're looking at here, Tahitian Noni juice. In fact, in their second year, they sold more than $5 million a month in sales. Third year was up to in excess of $10 million a month. Fourth year and so on just continued to rise. Today, 7 years later, 7.5 now, but in our 7th year, we actually turned over as a company more than $2 billion of Tahitian noni juice. And I'll explain why in a few moments, but these statistics are there to be proved and checked. This company has now grown to be now recognised as one of the fastest growing companies, privately owned companies, possibly of all time. Now, the exciting thing when I heard about this opportunity back in Australia, I heard about it in fact in 1998. And the thing that interested me was I've always looked for opportunity, and I think all of us do, but very few of us ever find them. And indeed with this company, he was a company that was doing exceptionally well in America, and I had the opportunity to actually bring that company, or indeed be able to be involved in the marketing of that product in Australia. Now, that represented a huge opportunity. Now, let me point out, when I say marketing, it's not selling. So many people think we've got to spend a lot of money to buy stock in these sorts of companies, in access marketing or network marketing as some people think of it. This company is well beyond networking or multi-level marketing. Indeed, they are now recognised as an access marketing company. Now, what that simply means is they access all markets, not just the traditional networking type format. And indeed, the company doesn't pay me to go and sell it. It's not all about selling. It's about sharing information with friends and family, enabling them to try the product and showing them how to get access to it for themselves. So I don't sell, I don't stock. In fact, I show people how purely to get the product direct from the company, and then the company pays me a referral commission for product sold. Now, that has continued to grow. For me, my personal business is now in some 20-odd countries around the world and growing on a monthly basis. So I've truly found something that I am excited about for our Australian market, for myself, my friends and family, but also to be able to come here into the UK and the European market. Now, the opportunity for you guys here is even greater than it was for us. And the reason I say that is because there's now more documentation, research, proof on the product, and also statistical proof on the sales achievements of the company. When I heard about it, they were less than $10 million a month. They were around about $6-7 million a month. Today, they're in excess of $42.5 million a month in sales. Now, you think of this as an opportunity. How would you like to get involved with a company from offshore that's only now just coming to your market and being able to get a piece, or a large piece, or the total piece of the sales of that product in that country? Now, the reason why the UK market and the European market has not been marketed into is quite simply this. Up until now, the Novel Food Act, or the governing body over the whole EU countries, has a criteria that stops products being brought into the market unless they comply with their requirements. Indeed, it's taken us some 4 years and literally millions of dollars to put the proof, the registrations, and indeed the research in place that was necessary for the EU governing bodies to enable the product to come in. Now, Tahitian Noni International is allowed, it's the only company with noni products that's allowed to do business in the whole of the European market. Now, what does that mean for you and I? Well, to me, it means that I have an opportunity, you have an opportunity, to get involved sharing a product that literally changes people's lives without risk, without pressure, at our own rate, and be able to derive an income. Now, the exciting thing for me was that I saw an ability to work smarter. We all know how to work hard, but how do we know how to work smart? And indeed, this company has set up such an amazing business model for people to follow that around the world today there's literally tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people sharing this information with their friends and family. Let me give you a little analogy, a little example. We all talk about things we love. Now, if you found a restaurant or a movie that you enjoyed going to, would you tell your friends and family about it? Of course you would. If you got satisfaction from something, word of mouth advertising is the most powerful means of marketing anything. Now, unfortunately, Warner Brothers, Disney, they don't send us checks for us sending our friends and family to the movies. Nor if we get a good restaurant that we send our friends to, do we get a commission back from them. Now, what this company has set up is a single, simple model where just for referring people to the company to buy product, whatever is purchased, the company will send you a commission. Not just from them, but links, multiple links from you. It's a simple model that's now proven, totally ethical and legal, and is now, networking has a presence in the universities and colleges around the world. You can actually get degreed courses to actually be more involved in that industry, recognized as totally legal and legit. Now, the exciting thing here right now is this company is now 7 years old. It's only now just coming to the European market, and here in the UK where I am right now, basically it's a gateway to the whole of the European marketplace. If the same thing happens in your market as has happened in every other market around the world, this will become a household name. Already today, without the European market, Tahitian noni juice is recognised in the top 10 labels of the beverage marketplace. Now you think of all the companies that have done extremely well. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, companies that are household names. This company, Tahitian Noni International, and specifically Tahitian Noni Juice, is now in the top 10 as recognisable brands. Now, what does that mean for you? You guys have an opportunity like never before. You know, opportunity comes around very few times in our lifetime. Give you an example. If you had the opportunity to go back in time and had the ability to buy Microsoft shares or Coca-Cola shares, would you have bought stock in those companies? I dare say you would with the knowledge that we have today. Well, let me give you a little bit of an idea of where we sit right now, specifically for here, your market, and the opportunity that's here. This company, Tahitian Noni International, has grown faster than Microsoft, has grown faster than Coca-Cola, has grown faster than Starbucks, and so many of these other recognisable household named and brand companies. Now, how would you like to get involved with a company that today is growing faster than pretty much anyone else in a brand new market? That tells me there's opportunity. For me, it's fantastic. I am so grateful that my friend John in the US actually contacted me all the way in Australia and shared this information with me. It's something that's changed my life, my family's life, my future. It gives us the ability to totally take control of our future. And it's something that I truly believe is absolutely for everybody. And today, this is now something that's recognisable around the world. Even Discovery Channel has done major segments on this company and product. It's appearing in the news, in business articles around the world. And it's something that is today absolutely for everybody. You need to take a good look, have a look at this information, and I'm sure the person who's invited you to have a look at this information today truly cares about you, because this is an opportunity that is for you. Thank you very much for your time.